was clean. Hey everybody, welcome back to CRL Spotlight. I'm Andrew Ghai, and today I'm here with the dominant SK team. Of course, you know who I've got here on my side. I've got SergioRamos and the coach KV, who I know very well. Spoke with you guys a lot over the season. How you doing today?
Well, basically, really good.
I mean, how could you not be? You guys are 8-0 right now. You've been absolutely dominant all season, and I guess we'll talk about that for a little bit. Talk to me a little bit about why you guys are where you are and how you got there. There's just 4 of you. There's no kind of guessing game for teams. They know who's going to come out in the 2v2. They know who's going to come out in the 1v1. Why are you so successful?
Well, I think this all started after and during WCG. I think WCG was a very good experience for us because since we also had a new roster with Sergio coming in this year and the soaking, right? It gave us international experience to face against other teams, and we realized where we standed among the best teams in the world, and we figured, well, we gotta step up, you know. And after WCG, there was not a big break for us in between WCG and the start of the CRL, because, like Sergio said, we started doing the Clash League, right? So we were already. It's like we never stopped preparing since the WCG and the first season ended.
So you think it's just been endless preparation is why you guys are where you are? I mean, you talked about it in the post game today. You look at every team the exact same. You come in with innovative decks even this far into the season. Is that what separates you guys the most, is the preparation?
I believe so, and I believe it's the fact that, no offense, but last season we were playing with Soaking. Unfortunately, he wasn't the player that we expected to be inside our team, because I believe he still is a great player, but it just didn't work out with us. We brought in Javi, and Javi is already a monster in terms of preparation, right? And you join a guy motivated like that to these guys that are already used to be winners and they want to win. I mean, it is just the recipe for our success, pretty much.
So let's go back to those roster changes. Let's go to the first one when you decided to add Sergio. Sergio, what was it like when you got the call from SK, and did it take a lot of convincing from what you saw in them in season 1 when they were, you know, when it was NA and EU, or did you just look at SK, you looked at KV, and you were like, all right, I want to be a part of that squad? Tell me how it was when you got that call and if there were really any negotiations.
Okay, so basically what made me come here was that I always saw Martin like online competitions like Ghai, and I knew he was a good player. I also faced him on ladder, so I knew he was good, and I said, okay, this is one of the...
Who usually won on ladder between you and Morton?
I can't say that.
Okay, keep going. I don't want to interrupt.
Yeah, nah, I'm just joking. But yeah, and then like I knew Sam was such a good player, which was already with them, and then
from TSM he also had a good
very
background.
Good.
So.
Yeah, and I knew he was so smart with the decks and things like that, so I said, well, this is the best team, and also SK is a really good arc, so I didn't have to think too much about it.
Yeah, so you guys had an incredibly successful spring. You ended up in 2nd place, obviously being in 1st for a lot of it, and falling to 2nd to Liquid, which was still fine. You got to go to WCG and win there. And then you acquire Javi 14 as you moved from spring to fall. What was that like? Did you have any part in that? Did you guys say that we want him specifically?
I mean, I think everyone agreed at the end of the season that we wanted a 4th solution for the team, not a 5th solution. We could have kept Soaking in the team, but we figured also for the team environment it will be better for him to not be there. And so since we wanted a 4th solution, everyone's name on the top of their list was Javi. And I mean, we knew for a fact that Javi was not super happy inside Fnatic, so we kind of begun negotiations. Although we obviously looked for other players. We hosted tryouts in private. We didn't make an announcement. We just hosted. Even Pompey was part of those tryouts.
Wow.
Yes.
Some insider baseball here. I love it.
But everyone was convinced that Javi was the best to go. We basically, I mean, SK and Fnatic have a big rivalry over the years in other titles too, so it's always fun to talk to Fnatic regarding a transfer of a player.
And now you're just adding fuel to the fire.
Yeah,
wow.
I guess. But no, I mean, Joe, I mean, the guy in charge was really nice. Everything went smoothly. And yeah, we made it happen not too late, but also not too soon. We had time to prepare and organize everything for him to be able to travel with us. And he was in Italy. Sergio wasn't. He was in Italy with the guys playing the finals of the Clash League against Team Kezo. Slobby went instead of Sergio because Slobby was been always an option for us, always like in the sidelines if we need him in a way, but he has a more content position inside our org right now. But yeah, I mean, everyone wanted Javi, and
He tried out, so here we are.
yeah,
8-0.
and I agreed. So yeah.
So let's go back in time, back to the CCGS championship that you won, the world champion. You were the first guy to kind of put your name on the map as the true best player of Clash Royale. Do you remember when you went from the guy that was just like playing Clash Royale for fun to being like, I'm really good at this and I need to pursue this as a career?
Okay, so basically, I always knew that I was better than my friends, and like in some summer vacations, I said, let's train a bit more, let's play more Clash Royale. So I started playing with my account on ladder, like with Hawk Rider, Archers, Knight, and I started going into the top of Mexico. So then I started making new friends and practicing more. So it was like step by step, you know.
Right. Right. And can you talk to me a little bit about the step that happened after you won? How did your life change? You became basically, I'd never heard of you before, and you were the first big time match I ever watched. And actually, when I was auditioning for CRL, we watched your match against Music Master many times.
Yeah. Well,
You should tell them the fun fact about you and Music Master.
yeah, that we both born in the same day, exactly the same day.
You both, oh, you were born the exact same day?
Yeah.
Wow. So kind of taking one away from your brother there.
Yeah, and we were the youngers from the other players, you know, which is weird because, I mean, you can think like an old player can be more experienced, more mature to control the nervous, but no, in this case, the two younger players went into the final.
So being such a young guy, this will be my last question for you. What is some advice you have to young up-and-coming stars that want to be esports phenoms like you, that want to be champions just like you and just like SK?
Yeah, well, basically, to do not give up and learn from the big players. You know, you gotta check on them, like what are they doing, what are they playing, and learn just that.
Cool. All right. Well, you heard it right here. That's how you become a champion. That's how you go 8-0 from KV and SergioRamos. I'm Andrew Ghai for the CRL Spotlight. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day for being here.
Our pleasure.
We'll see you guys next week.